Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Now that was impressive. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Bruno Guimaraes, is going to be the man who I see as the one who brings balance to the team. I think when he's on the ball, yes, he can be a strong runner, but he's become a very central pivot now in making sure that he helps break lines going forward and denies line breaking for his defence. So he's become a big factor now in any team he functions in.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Diogo Dalot. Vitinha. Neymar. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Distributed tidily. Now it's Savinho, and he's managed to get free. João Pedro is flagged offside. Ruben Dias.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Nuno Mendes is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
And it's Dalot. And here's Neto. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. That's not going far. Bernardo Silva. And the finish! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Portugal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Portugal have their second corner now. And he gets rid in a hurry. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. Neymar was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And it's Vitinha. Good take, and is he in? Douglas Luiz. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. Linton. João Pedro. Bernardo Silva. That has been slung wide. Douglas Luiz. And this is Ronaldo, and the shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So, off we go again.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's run loose, who's going to get there? He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Portugal have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Chance! Brilliant from Leao! About as smooth as it gets. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Este jogo teve uma assistência de 80.607 espectadores.
Oh, easy pickings there. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Neymar. Now it's João Pedro. That looks a good ball through. That's tidy. Goes for a shot, has another go! And for a moment, time stood still.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get away here? No, he refuses to take the bait. Looking for options for movement. Neymar picks it up out wide. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's João Pedro, and he's lost his man here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Marcou para o Brasil. Aos 81 minutos de jogo, com a camisola número 10.
Portugal
Neymar.
choosing to make the first change. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 17.
Brazil cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Número 11.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
He's picked his way through.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks and sustain some pressure.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 18. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar.
Bernardo Silva.
Número 26. Foram indicados 6 minutos de compensação.
And here's Neymar. Inacio wins the duel this time. Bruno Fernandes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be the final act. Portugal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt.